Hi, I'm Hannah, and welcome to 500 Breads, my channel where I'm on a mission to bake 500 different kinds of bread from my little mountain town kitchen. Today, we're going to be making pizza. First, I'm going to show you how to make my favorite dough, and then I'll show you the toppings that I like to add for a super delicious and special pie. I like to call this date night pizza because it's a little bit fancier than the pizza that I would typically make. For the pizza dough, you'll need instant yeast, sugar, all-purpose or bread flour, water, olive oil, and salt. To make the dough, we'll add our sugar and yeast to the warm water. Let it sit for about 10 minutes until the surface becomes foamy. Add oil, salt, and flour and mix until the dough is smooth and no dry bits of flour remain. You can do this with a stand mixer or by hand like me. We're going to lightly flour a work surface and knead the dough for 5 minutes or so until its surface is springy. If you poke a finger into the dough, the hole should begin to bounce back. We'll put the dough in a lightly oiled bowl and leave it to rise somewhere warm for between 30 and 45 minutes. Your dough should roughly double in size. We'll reflour the work surface and divide the dough in half. This recipe makes enough for 2 large pizzas. I usually freeze the second dough ball so that I can defrost it for another night. But if you're feeding a crowd or you want leftovers, you can just roll out both of these. Roll into a circle or a rectangle depending on what kind of pan you're using. Now we have our beautiful rolled out pizza dough. I'm gonna carefully transfer it to my cookie sheet, which is greased and has some cornmeal sprinkled on it as well. At this point, we've got our pizza dough ready to go, so you can either add your desired toppings or you can follow along with me for the next part of the video where I show you my favorite date night pizza. You'll need olive oil, caramelized onions, goat cheese, sesame seeds, honey and chili crisp mixed together, and some optional basil and flaky sea salt. Scoop and place dollops of caramelized onions an inch or 2 apart from one another. Now do the same with the goat cheese. Brush olive or another oil on the crust, and then you'll sprinkle the crust with sesame seeds, trying to get as many on there as you can. The seeds release their oil as the pizza cooks, and it adds such a good flavor to the crust. Drizzle half of the chili and honey mixture on the pizza, and then bake at 450 for 15 to 20 minutes. Add some flaky sea salt and fresh basil on top, and then drizzle the rest of the honey chili mixture. Let it cool for a few minutes, transfer it to a cutting board, slice, and serve. I hope you enjoyed making pizza with me. If you want to follow along as I make the next 498 breads, like and subscribe to my channel.